Hi, it's Chef Rick, and today I'm making healthy green mac and cheese. Okay, this is my little boy's favourite food, so I'd let him be in the intro there. The first thing we're going to do is make a pesto, and that is basil, parsley, and spinach. I put way too much into the blender at this point. Food processor you'd be alright, but look, I'm trying to stuff it into the blender, so in a minute I'll take some of this out. Just so I can get, so I can blend it basically. Pour in some fresh milk, whole milk. All the quantities, of course, will be down in the description below. Now I've just removed, I took some of the spinach out, and now just give it a little blitz, and you'll see there it catches, so it starts to blend up nicely, and then I can slowly add more and more spinach to this. But whilst it's gone to its first liquid form, we'll put in 3 cloves of garlic and some Parmesan cheese. And like I say, we're making quite a strong pesto here, quite a strong spinach pesto. This is super healthy mac and cheese, but it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely delicious. So now we can start slowly adding more and more of the spinach until it all blends up nicely and turns into a really smooth liquid like that. It smells amazing, smells absolutely beautiful. Give it a little taste, give it a little season if you think it needs anything, but it's so kind of strong anyway, you're not probably going to need much in there. Now we're going to make a cheese sauce for the macaroni. So if you didn't want to make this the super healthy green mac and cheese, just use this cheese sauce with macaroni to make a mac and cheese. But yeah, here's how you make a cheese sauce. We're going to start with making like a white sauce from a roux, which is where we get salted butter, melt in a saucepan. And when that is all melt, we just add bit by bit, tiny bits of plain flour, just slowly. As with any of these things, you can always add more, you can't take it out. What we're looking to do is get a really smooth ball like Play-Doh. And I found doing it this way, bit by bit, you end up with a super smooth ball. You don't get lumps of flour in there. We're not whisking this, we're not doing anything, we've not even sieved that. The lumps just come out because it's kind of melting into the butter and it's creating this smooth, what goes from kind of a thick sauce into like a paste, which will eventually turn into, as I say, a really smooth, like Play-Doh like ball. You'll see. You can see it just doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan, the saucepan either. These aren't great saucepans. They're not exactly non-stick, but look at that, it's not sticking to the bottom. Holds itself together nicely. It's another sign that you've got the temperature right. I think you'll see here, this is about to turn into a ball now. There you go. So you can see the flour's all come away from the edge of the pan. Everything's combined. It's gone into a really nice smooth ball. I think it was important to sort of show you every step by this. I could have sped this up, but this is the basis of every kind of roux sauce that you'll make, every bechamel sauce. You remember from the lasagna video, I'll put a link to that there. This is where all of these things start. So you get a really nice smooth roux ball. Pan's still on, don't forget this pan is still on kind of a low to medium heat. And I'm just going to add some milk, whole milk. Again, just bit by bit. Can always add more, you can't take it out. But the first time you put the milk in, you're putting it in there, there's a dry Play-Doh-y roux ball. It's not exactly going to mix perfectly at this point. Don't worry, this is fine. Just keep mixing it, keep whisking it nice and slowly. Keeps it nice and smooth, all the lumps come out of it. It seems that the longer you do this for, the less lumps, until in the end there's not a single lump in it. It's really nice and smooth. You'll see how it goes there. So just add that little bit of milk, whisk it until it goes thick, really thick, and then add a little bit more milk. See how thick that's getting, and then you'll just, once it gets there, that's obviously way too thick, so you add a little bit of milk. Whisk that until it thickens and keep adding the milk. Again, you get the idea. You can watch this. Whilst I'm doing this, you know what I'm going to ask. If you like my video, please hit like. If you don't like them, that's no problem at all. If you're not subscribed, it's free for you. If you could click subscribe at the bottom, it really helps me. So yeah, thank you in advance if you choose to do that. So what I mean, you can always add more milk. I had what I thought was going to be enough, and I had to add a little bit more at the end just because, well, again, you're in control of it. You pour all the milk in at the beginning, you don't know where you are. You want to do it slowly like this. So now you've got quite a thick sauce there, to which we're going to add some cheese. This is a mature cheddar cheese. All the quantities are down in the description. And this is the amount of cheese that you want in your sauce. So whisk this through. As it's a warm pan and it's on the heat, you'll see how smooth and absolutely amazing this gets. But if it gets too thick, that's fine. You're going to just thin it again with milk. Just bit by bit, if you feel it needs it. But you can see how smooth that got. That's just being on the heat and whisking it for about 2 minutes. Super smooth cheese sauce, amazing. Thin it with a little bit of milk like that, you'll see that just keeps it lovely and smooth. Season it to taste. A little salt, a little white pepper. And take it off the heat, and you've got yourself a cheese sauce. Now the macaroni, to a pan of boiling salt water. First job whenever you put any pasta into a pan like this, just scrape around the edges, make sure that none of it is caught, none of it is stuck to the bottom of the pan. Just loosen it up. Always top up with hot water if you need to, because obviously pasta absorbs water. This has been cooking for about 10 or 12 minutes. Take out one piece, you can just pop it in your mouth and taste it, and if it's the texture you want, but if you can break it in half with your fingers like that and kind of squeeze it between your fingers whilst it keeps its shape but doesn't go completely to mush, then you know it's cooked. Pass it through a colander and then back into a pan. So now we've got our cheese sauce, to which we are adding a macaroni. This is now a macaroni and cheese. Stir that round. You can eat it straight away with a spoon, you can bake it in an oven, you can put it on a burger, just do whatever you want, but that's a basic mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese. What I'd probably do with that, if I was just doing a normal mac and cheese, I'd put it in a dish with breadcrumbs on the top, some cheese and some breadcrumbs, and then bake it. But this is our super healthy green mac and cheese, so we're going to add the basil, spinach, parsley, pesto. Mix that in. I mean, it's an interesting colour. It's obviously you don't see things like this often, so kids will love it. But it's amazing. Taste is incredible. It's just like eating a bag of spinach, health and iron wise and everything. But it just tastes delicious. The hot basil, the hot cheese. It's got like an Italian smell to it. It's really simple to make, so I do hope you try this one. I think you'll absolutely love it. Kids love it. Into a baking dish. And then this is just a cheddar and parmesan mix just for the top. Sprinkle it over the top of the mac and cheese, and then that's going to go under the grill. Doesn't need to go in an oven. You can put it in the oven when you're reheating it, but for now we're just going to put it under the grill. So all we want to do is colour that cheese, get it all lovely and piping hot. Here you go, 10 minutes under the grill. Absolutely piping hot, this thing. People of course will want it served straight away, so if you serve it immediately like this, then you see how loose it is, and it's just really, really creamy. So it's a super creamy, saucy mac and cheese. piping hot, lovely crispy top, amazing flavours. So that's when it's straight out the oven and it's all living saucy. The next day, I'm having a bit for my lunch, so I'll just cut it off a portion like that. Put that into a bowl. Cover it with foil in the oven, or if you've got a microwave, stick it in a microwave, and that's it. Super healthy green mac and cheese. Everybody loves it. It's absolutely delicious. Give it a go yourself. Thank you in advance for watching the video. Thank you again for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.